the new Modus Super Series champion.
Oh my word!
It's another incredible moment tonight.
Jeff Smith!
It's match down.
5-star performer, and the bullseye is hit.
It's Johnny Magnet!
Double top. Tom got Chubba 20 for the bull. Bull it is. Oh, that's a big break. That's a big finish. Double 16. And that's 3-1 Whidmayer with the first ton topper of the night. Well, he's neglected the bullseye. Is he going to pay the price for it? Double 10. He pays a hefty price.
There's
one, there's two, and that's 3-0 to the Wizards to keep us on real tenterhooks. So who's going to win this group?
Another one of those double top. A demolition job on the demolition man.
It's the final night of qualification here in Group B. It's the two Group A dropouts, Robbie Martin and Jamie Owens, that lead the way going into tonight's play. Welcome along to the live lounge here in Portsmouth. Hello, good evening. Welcome along to the action. We're here at the live lounge in Portsmouth once again on this Friday night as Group B comes towards its close. It's Robbie Martin and Jamie Owens that lead the way. Darren Webster just a couple of points behind. Scott Mitchell's with us once again on this Friday night. Scott, great to see you once again. And yesterday it was all about the two players who dropped out of Group A, Robbie Martin, Jamie Owens. They were just head and shoulders above the West.
Yeah, sometimes there's a bit of fatigue for those that drop out of Group A. On this time, I think there was a big advantage, and the other three lads that were there waiting for them were a little bit rusty at the start of yesterday, and the two lads that have been playing all week took advantage of that.
Right, let's have a look back at this afternoon. Group C came towards its close, and it was Ashley Coleman that won the group. And I have to say, him and Tom Lonsdale were... I know it was tight towards the end. There was a bit of a three-horse race for it, but Tom, despite the poor start, managed to get his way through. And Ashley Coleman, probably the best we've seen from him here.
Yeah, very much so. I thought Ash has developed as a player, mastered things a little better and understands the place a little better the more times you come here. And yeah, I thought he did exceptionally well to win the group. Tom Lonsdale, happy to get through, had himself a little target and managed to achieve what he wanted to achieve. So good for him too.
Right, Derek Coulson won Group A on Wednesday afternoon. Ashley Coleman and Tom Lonsdale came through Group C, whilst tonight we're going to see the combination of Group B. It's Robbie Martins and Jamie Owens that lead the way going into Friday's action. Both players with 6 points to their name following the first day's worth of play in that group. For Robbie, we know him as a power scorer, but actually it was his finishing yesterday that was his key strength.
Yeah, his finishing was exceptional yesterday. His scoring has always been good. Yesterday, he backed it up with his finishing. I think his finishing percentage was something like 68%, which is absolutely outstanding. And when you think about that, that's every 3 darts. He's hitting 2 at a double. It's fantastic.
So that was Robbie Martin's night yesterday, and because of it, it's reflected in terms of the odds. He is the favourite in the betting. Jamie Owens is second favourite. Just a word on him and his night last night.
Yeah, I thought Jamie was a little slow to start, but once he got going, he got a little bit of confidence from beating Robbie Martin, didn't he? And then, yeah, he looked sharp after that.
Well, it is 18 plus, gambleaware.org if you're going to have a flutter on the Super Series. And Jamie Owens is involved in our first game of the night. Let's hear from him now. Jamie, decent night's work yesterday. What would be your overall assessment of it?
Yeah, the first game against Jim, I struggled a little bit. Nothing to do with the way my game's been going. It just felt, I don't know, maybe the transition from the A to the B, the timing, preparing, a bit different. But in the end, I got 3 wins. And if someone said to me that before the night, I'd have took it. 2 out of 4, perfect. 3 out of 4, even better.
Are they like playing in two different extremes from first thing in the morning to last thing at night?
Yeah, it's because of the times you're getting up. Like you need to learn to switch off during the day and then go to sleep. And obviously back home I'm working during the day, so I never sleep during the day. And you've got to try and get the hours in. And it's just totally different. I mean, you're playing darts at 1 a.m. if it goes over a little bit. And I mean, 1 a.m. like you might not feel it when you're in there. You haven't got the track of time, but you feel it the next day, big time.
In terms of last night, the way you played, what in particular were you pleased with?
My finishing. Every time I've been here, scoring's been good. Finishing's hit and miss. But for some reason, some games I was 4 out of 5 on the doubles. Big checkouts as well. Took quite a few out this week. Ton pluses. I reckon I'll always keep up with someone usually with scoring. If my finishing goes and I get a decent percentage, I should be all right.
In terms of the season, what do you feel like the job you need to do is?
I need 2 wins. You know, we talked earlier and we said that people can go through with 8 points, but I've done 8 points in one day before and nearly went home the next day. I'm going to go for 2 wins. I ain't really bothered about winning the group. I'd love to win the group. But if I come third, last time I came third, I ended up winning the week. So,
Well, go out with your best out there. Jamie, good luck.
Thank you very much.
So here we go then, game 1 of the night. Jamie Owens and Darren Webster going head to head. And for Jamie, it's time for the throwing to begin up against Darren Webster, who in terms of his opening night, picked up 2 wins, 4 points, and I think he'll probably be the happiest player following the first night's worth of play. He kind of eked out everything he could in terms of performance. As for Jamie Owens, well, he said what the task is to win 2 games. Simple as that. The 36-year-old from Stockton-on-Tees, a former weekly winner in the past, up against Dan Webster now, 57 years of age from Norwich, a former weekly runner-up all the way back in Series 6. And you get the sense he's got his eye on the task ahead of him tonight. He knows that if he can have another decent evening, and to be perfectly honest, spoke about Jamie Owens getting 2 wins, guaranteeing himself through. Darren Webster probably feel like another 2 wins tonight would be good enough to get him through. Paul Hinks is in charge of the Friday night action here
Jamie to throw first.
at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. It's Jamie Owens to get us underway. And in the meeting between the pair last night, it was a commanding 4-1 win for J-Lo against the Demolition Man. Alongside me in commentary this evening is the man who has been keeping me going over the last few days or so. We've got coffee, hobnobs, chocolates, sweets, you name it. We've got it. And we've got some maximums as well, Scott Mitchell.
Thanks for that. The wife now knows what I shouldn't be eating.
16.
I'm eating. But there, no, it's all good.
Dobbing you in.
That's exactly it. No, I think that last night, I think the 3 new boys that came into the group were a little bit rusty. And I think the new guys took advantage of that and maybe grabbed a win or 2 early that is going to be more than difficult to get
44.
Again this evening. Robbie Martin on his double stats were pretty outstanding. I don't think I've ever seen anybody have a 68% on the
85.
double stats here before in my little time. It probably has happened, but very special indeed. And when you add that to your kind of scoring
120.
average, you start doing
96.
68%. You're making your scorage average look really, really good. And in fact, Robbie's was
78.
a little worse than his running average for the week.
37.
His scoring average was 88 and he's been running 92 for the week. But that doubling average soon makes up for that.
97. Darren Newcart, 18.
Well, Dan Webster's had a very profitable leg against Rose. Decided to split 10-4. It was the type of play we have seen him do during his days on the Pro
14.
Tour, but not to
Jamie
effect
Carr,
there.
14.
And so Jamie Owens is looking at double top to take a 1-0 lead. In it
Game shown the
goes.
first leg,
1-0
Jamie
J-Lo. A
Owens.
leg which Darren Webster, to all intents and
Second leg,
purposes,
Darren
had
to throw
control of. Had
first.
4
Game
darts
on.
and a double to lead this contest. And to get a break of throw crucially at the start, he now finds himself trailing. How can he respond? Well, this is how he'll respond. By piling in a max. It's a second consecutive leg where the Demolition Man has got the hammer out and kicked off a max.
And they're the first maxes since he's been back in the building as well. Didn't get one at all last night. Manages 2 in the first leg and a half this evening.
95.
What he will be disappointed with is the fact that he didn't kind of convert at the end of that first leg. That will
100.
be a big chance to break Jamie, that was, and he didn't take it.
99.
Webster looking to level the game up at 1 apiece.
81.
Having missed 4 darts in the previous leg to get himself up and running. This time he's got a bit of luxury. He's got 6 to square
41.
things up. But Jamie will know even just a singular treble here will put some pressure on his opponent.
133. WK 86.
Because Webster here, well, I was going to say he may only get a dart at the ball, but he's going to have to find a treble here. He's going double-double. He went 34
46.
for tops with 74 remaining.
56.
And so Owens here, he's being handed opportunities. He's playing well, but he's being handed opportunities. And to his credit, he's taking.
Jamie Owens.
He breaks a throw at Webster and leads 2-0.
Third leg, Jamie to throw first.
But it's also very
Game
fair
on.
to say that the scoreline could so easily be in the other direction.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think a
39.
little bit of rustiness isn't there from Webster. Won't take him long to pick that back up.
60.
Well, he's finding those scoring shoes, Jamie
140.
Owens. Yesterday, his finishing was bang on 33%. Had 8 180s throughout the course of the session. To put it into context,
41.
there was 16 for the entirety of Group B last night. He accounted for half of them. He also accounted for half of the ton plus checkouts yesterday. 4 of them for the evening. He had 2, including
56.
a 108. He also had the highest average last night, 93 dead.
140.
That came in a 4-3 win over Robbie Martin.
59.
Little opening here for Webster against the Jamie Owens throw potentially, but he has to find something makeable, you feel.
63.
And that's desperately unlucky. So there was an opening, and now Owens is in play.
Yeah, he is indeed.
$88.
You know how I was praising this match a couple of legs ago, or a couple of moments ago? All of a sudden,
41.
the score has just gone a little bit
Jamie
awry.
119.
Double 16
87.
for what would have been his third ton top of the group.
Yeah, another one of those numbers, 119, that you don't really get rewarded by hitting the treble with your first start.
22.
You have to hit another treble to leave a double. Snatched out of the board there by Webster. I think he's showing his absolute disgust at the way that he threw those last few darts. Now he's discovered himself on the TV.
16. WK 134.
I'll tell you what, he would have been even more disgusted if that went. If this goes, expect a reaction, but it's not going to.
81. Jamie Car 16.
It's been a real curious start to tonight's action. Double 4. And all of a sudden,
8.
it's
Double
Darren
car
Webster who's got
53.
an opportunity to pinch a leg against throw. Double 14. And that really would have been a
39.
steal.
Jamie Car 8.
That was a bit all over the place, wasn't it, from Webster? Owens double 2.
Game shot on the third leg, Jamie Owens.
Gets there in the end.
Fourth leg, Darren to throw first. Game on.
I don't think we'll see many 27 dart holder throw tonight. It was that bad, I had to double check.
And if we do, we'll be here still at 3 in the morning.
81.
I'll prod you awake, you prod me awake.
I bet my prod will be harder than yours. It'll be right in your ear roll from here, because it's on my right hand. You're going to have to use your left hand.
That's right, I'm left-handed anyway.
Are you?
Yes, I'm a southpaw. Anyway, that was the 750th 1/8 of the series, in case you're wondering. We'll just carry on talking about prodding one another. Webster here, looking to get himself on the board. 6 starts and 180s. Had 5 opportunities at the outer ring so far in this contest to no avail so far. And only has 60 days left himself on 120. Owens with 2 troubles will leave himself on a 2-darter.
86. That on the card, 120.
So 120 off the cards. Owens looking at 150 to win 4-0.
Jamie Carr, 150.
And we'll put him to win a victory of qualification. Not to be this time. Webster back for 52.
90. Daniel Carr, 52.
So Webster then should get another 2 darts at this.
Game shot
Only
on
needs
fourth
the
leg,
one.
Darren Webster.
Saw him a couple of times yesterday.
Fifth leg, Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Getting the 4th leg for his first leg in the game. And then one of those against Jim Whidmayer, he managed to get back and win the match 4-3. I feel he's going to have to do a little more than he is now to be able to do that against the clientele such
41.
as Jamie Owens.
That first start's usually the perfect one for J-Lo. The proof almost perfectly in the pudding there. And he is eking ever closer to win number 4 of this group. 5 is the magic number. 10 is the points haul that sends him through. And he is getting closer towards reaching the halfway point of his mission this evening. He's left 116 after 9 to complete a 4-1 win. Only a max leaves Webster on a finish. And so J-Lo has 6 from this mark to see the game through. Treble E's tops. Unable to get.
56. $40.
So Owens comes back for 60 then. Tops for a 4-1 win.
20.
Doesn't go. We saw in his interview just before the matches started. He's targeting 2 wins. Unbelievable from Darren Webster when that one goes in the 1. But it's all about Owens now.
Tops for the match. Now double 10. And double 10 is found. And Jamie Owens is off the mark on this Friday night. He's got the better of Darren Webster by 4 legs to 1. It means now he is to win a win of qualification through to tomorrow night's final. This is how he did it. There was a bit of a ropey one in the middle, so maybe the numbers not truly reflective of the game as a whole. Coming up after the break, Jim Whidmayer takes on Robbie Martin, also on 6 points overnight. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, where before the break we saw Jamie Owens get the better of Darren Webster by 4 legs to 1 in the opening match of the night. Game 2 sees Jim Whidmayer, the 56-year-old from Parrish, Florida, making his debut in this competition, taking on Robbie Martin, the 42-year-old from Weymouth, a former weekly finalist here in the past. For Jim, a first experience here, and I had a little bit of a chat with him in the corridor about an hour before play got underway this evening, and he was saying it was just getting used to the time of day, the time of night in which the tournament takes place. He's not used to playing at 10 o'clock in the evening. Because he's been in Europe long enough now, the jet lag has kind of waned off. He's got used to the time zone a little bit. I know in the past there has been a tactic from players that are US bound and know they're playing just the Group B in the Saturday night, that actually the time zone from particularly the eastern seaboard to the United Kingdom actually works out enough where if you fly the day before and you're happy just
44.
to deal with all the kerfuffle that comes to that, the body clock's actually perfectly situated to play Group B because your body's trained for it to be midway through the day, which is where most players would say they probably play their peak darts, their peak levels, what players are used to playing.
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, I think that's one of those
140.
we kind of forget about, really, when the international players come our direction from outside of Europe.
93.
Yeah, it'll be about 5 o'clock on the eastern seaboard around about this time of day. And a warm welcome to our viewers joining us in the United States.
83.
Sure, there'll be a few friends of Jim watching on tonight, seeing how he gets on in this Group B format.
I have to say, I do need to
99.
apologise for something I said last night. I said that Robbie Martin probably wasn't scared of spiders. Now, his dad, Steve, sent me a message last night. Hello, Steve. I hope you're watching
54.
again tonight. Your boy's doing all right. And, yeah, apparently Robbie isn't keen on spiders at all. He's a little bit of an arachnophobic. A little bit. He just don't like them.
100.
So I do apologise to Robbie for that.
That's right. Later on tonight, he's taking on somebody whose
60.
nickname could be called
Robbie
Webby.
Car 151.
Yeah.
Well, here's doubling, as you mentioned at the top of the show, was exemplary. 68% on his doubles. 15 hits on 22 attempts.
91.
One of the best
Jimmy
doubling
Carr,
displays
120.
we've ever seen here. He's not going to take out the 151, but if Whidmayer doesn't find the 120, you'd suspect that leg one will be in his ledger, and he is going to get a look at the 60 for the break.
$87. Robbie Car 60.
Tops up for Martin. Now double 10, clear target.
50.
Inside this
Jimmy
time.
Carr 33.
So Whidmayer comes back. He's gone for a big one, and that's the biggest one you can get in double one. 31 left, so probably go 15, I would have thought. No. Double 14.
Game shot on the first
Double
leg,
14
Jim Whidmayer.
goes for Jimmy Wid.
Second leg, Robbie to throw first. Game on.
Well, he certainly got there in the end, didn't he? He made heavy weather of it, but Whidmayer finds himself on the board. Throughout the course of the night on Thursday, Robbie Martin missed 7 darts at a double. He's missed 2 there to win
93.
the opening salver of the evening. His doubling stats, 68%. It's one of the best we've ever seen. The last time I can remember somebody with
45.
such prowess in terms of finishing was probably when Adam Paxton made his debut here. And for the week, he was around about 55%. I know he's an avid watcher of this programme, so if you are watching Pac-Man,
100.
hope you're well, pal. Now PDC tour card holder, looking to hang on to his card
81.
in year 2. Just think for him, the encouragement for 2026 would be hoping that he doesn't have to speak to me in 2027.
58.
Well, that should do it.
That should be, shouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be enough for me. Try and stay away from you.
I think that's why Chris Mason was
101.
tempted out of retirement for a little while.
$45.
No 2 days are ever the same at darts, and you can see Robbie Martin here. Not particularly pleased with himself. Not hitting the trebles he's after, because now Jimmy Whidd has got his tail up and he's threatening the Martin throw.
131. Jimmy Carr.
Yeah, very nice
140.
too from Robbie, leaving 74. Whidmayer. I'll go up top there.
100.
Just hit the 20,
Robbie Carr,
leave himself
74.
tops. So Martin usually treble 14 for double 16 for Robbie. There's the treble 14. There's the double 16.
Martin.
And he's back
Like
on
Jim to
song.
throw first. Game on.
Back on terms, 1-1 in this tungsten tussle.
180.
First max of this game goes the way of Jim Whidmayer. Not that 3 maxis held Darren Webster against Jamie Owens last time out.
44. $81.
Valentine's Day
99.
tomorrow. Or as I like to call it, February the 14th.
28.
Well, by the time I get home, it won't be Valentine's Day. I probably won't get to see my
140.
wife on Valentine's Day. It's pretty usual, really. Last 20 years, dart player's life.
60.
Just means peace and quiet, doesn't it?
Yeah, for her, and she gets to watch what she wants on the telly. Doesn't have to watch football
100.
or darts or anything else that I'm trying to do a bit of research for. On my commentary front, Speedway season soon starts, so
92. Robbie Carr.
commentary that
118.
direction will soon get underway for me in April.
We'll stay there because the treble leaves the bullseye.
93. Jimmy Carr. 60.
Not sure why he's gone that way on 118. Only Robbie will ever know.
$40. Robbie Carr. 25. $21. Jimmy Carr. 20.
So double 10 for Whidmayer to hit the front.
Game
Two
shot the
tens
third
foul.
leg, Jim
Whidmayer.
Whidmayer.
Moves 2-1 to the good.
Fourth leg, Robbie to throw first. Game on. $140. $86. $60.
So Martin 50 in front plus those, so about 110 in front. Give or take a bit of loose change.
Do you want to keep loose change hanging around here, Scott?
Very true. Filling it up.
180.
And quite rightly so. One max apiece here in game 2 of Group
41.
B on day 2.
Robbie O'Carr, 121.
Well, that maximum's left Martin on 1-2-1 after 9. A chance to get back or level terms. Down for treble 17. Doesn't have to poke the bull if
89.
he doesn't want to, and he's not going to look at the central target. He's going to come back for 32 after 12 to level this contest up. And just like Jamie Owens,
81.
remember, 2
Robbie
wins
O'Carr,
for
32.
Robbie Martin. We'll see him into Saturday night. 10 points, the golden number.
Getting shown the 4th leg, Robbie Martin.
14 data puts him back to 2 apiece.
5th leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
Best of 3 from here. Jimmy Witt's back in the red bit.
125.
Well, let's delve into Robbie Martin's doubling last night. He was 4 out of 7 in a 4-1 win over Colin Osborne in his opener.
134.
He then was 4 from 5 in a 4-0 win against Darren Webster. He was 3 from 4 in his defeat to Jamie Owens.
96.
And then 4 from 6 in his match against Jim Whidmayer. And such was the dexterity of his finishing. His highest checkout of the night was only 96. Didn't have to take out any big ones, but when he did get a chance, he more than took the chance.
Yeah, you've been around darts long enough to know that when you're scoring well, you're not going to be taking off
26.
those big ton pluses because you don't need to. Because every time you get somewhere around 300 or 250, anywhere in that bracket, and you start hitting double digits on the treble segment with a visit, then you're going to be leaving yourself under 100 nearly every time, and he's done it once more.
Well, I was going to say, if your highest finishing games are things like 81s, 84s, 87s, you're probably doing something right, because after 3 visits to the board, you're leaving yourself on a 2 data. With Mars on a finish, but decided that he thought his opponent couldn't take out the 158.
Jimmy Carr, 158.
Yeah, but then didn't hit the big numbers and then made a slight mess of it. He's got 60 to come back to, but 158 on the board. Not going to go this time, but with a treble 20,
45.
Jimmy Witt could have left
Carr,
it
60.
in a very difficult position for Martin to accept. But now it's Martin on the tops. That was off the flight.
40.
That one
Jimmy Carr, 113.
but didn't find its desired location. So Whidmayer now to save his throw. Treble 18 for double top.
93. Robbie
Rushed it
Carr,
a little
20.
bit when he grabbed it out of his other hand. Martin then has a chance to show him where double 10 is. There it is, Jim. 1 dart for Martin.
6 leg, Robbie to throw first. Game on.
Dart, break of throw. And now throws to win the first match. Hold his throw. He wins it.
Well, because of those couple of misses towards the tail end of the previous leg, he's
100.
actually missed more darts at a double in this game here than he did so for the entirety of last night's play. He's missed 8 darts at a double in this match in comparison for the 7 that he had for the entirety of Thursday night.
$60. $121.
Martin looking to respond to the 1-2-1.
121.
With a 1-2-1 of his own.
220 points away, Russell Martin from victory in this second contest
60.
of the night.
Russell Martin, he's a manager, isn't he? Football manager. Robbie Martin.
And not a very good one at that.
125.
To be fair, me and him are going to be in the same place anyway in a few months, so it's fine.
$45. Robbie Khan, 95.
So Martin looking at 95 to complete a 4-2 victory. 25 found, 20 for the bull. But again, he's playing with the devil.
63. Jim McCall,
I'm just not sure. I think at some point he's going to be made to pay for this. Is now the time. Not to beat. Well, Martin's
31.
putting a few feelers out into his
32.
opponent. He's left himself 32 here to win 4-2. And win 4-2 he does. And it means that he's to win a win. And it will mean that the winner of match 4 between Martins and Owens will be the first player to qualify. Robbie Martin, a 4-2 winner over Jim Whidmayer. Webster, Osborne next.
Welcome back to the Modus Super Series live on Pluto TV from the live lounge here in sunny Portsmouth, although it's dark. Darren Webster in your shot, taking on Colin Osborne. And our third match of the evening. And if you have seen the 57-year-old from Norwich, lost out in his first game to Jamie Owens. Colin Osborne yet to play today. 50 from Middlesbrough. Look at him. 58 if he's a day. Dear friends, these two played around the PDC scene at the same time. So renewing old rivalries is what we're doing here at the Modus Super Series. Although if you hear them out in the back room, they're having a right old giggle and chat about the good old times. So, which is always good to see.
First leg, Darren to throw first.
Both
Game
still
on.
have plenty to give to the game. And it's Webster that's going to start this one.
Who now
81.
finds himself in desperate search of a victory. As you mentioned, lost out to Jamie Owens in the opener. Loses this, then Colin Osborne will leapfrog him in the league standings. He'd temporarily move up to third. He'd then play Jim Whidmayer in the game
140.
thereafter. Martin and Owens playing match 4 to see who is going to make it through.
140.
Well, you mentioned Colin Osborne looking very good for 50, but
60.
there's many, many secrets towards his good looks at this age. And I think one of them is perhaps his frequents to Tenerife. He loves
83.
life out in Spain, visits there a few times a year. It wouldn't surprise me if he's come straight back off a trip there. I haven't spoken to him this week, but he's often
58.
back in the UK following a week or so, sunning it up.
38.
Webster leaving himself on a bogey. The lesser spotted 159.
140. $61. Colin, your car, 103.
So 103 for Osborne to break the throw and to take the opening leg. Took out a timely 129 yesterday.
83.
Wasn't able to kick
Colin,
off the
your
night
car,
with 103.
98.
Yeah, the biggest problem there was he only just hit the 3, didn't he? Double 19.
Game shown the first leg, Darren Webster.
Darren Webster.
Second leg,
Nice
Colin to
little
throw
pop
first.
finish
Game
there,
on.
and double 19 at the bottom of the board. Probably the right height for him. Do you know who one of the best double 3 hitters is
100.
in the whole world?
I reckon I know what you're going to say.
Well, who is the best double 3 hitter in the whole world?
60.
Little Richard Ashdown.
He is. I hope you're watching, Richard.
Now, if there is a darts anorak, it is little Richard Ashdown. There is nothing that man does not know about this sport.
60.
No, but what makes him good at double 3, he can hit it with any dart. You'll be doing an exhibition, he'll be on the mic, you
83.
leave double 3, and he'll come over to you with the mic and go, may I? Absolutely. You'll pass over your dart to him. Bang, one dart, straight in.
Well, did you see that video of him in Australia? So he's probably one of, if not the best
140.
spotter in the world, Richard Ashdown. And he was on a lunch break when when spotting for Fox Sports in Australia.
60.
And he basically had a cup of tea in his hand, walked up through one dart at double 3 with Luke Humphries practicing on the stage, hit it with Luke Humphries' dart, walked off again.
I have seen it. Brilliant.
100.
If you are watching, Richard, I hope you're well, my friend.
I miss our chats when the PDO days we'd be sat in airports putting varying theories together.
135. Colin
It's
McCall,
great fun.
101.
Do miss our chats, Richard.
Yeah, I do owe a lot to Richard.
Two legs in.
And Darren Webster's left himself on another bogey. He's on
45.
163 this time. The lesser spotted 163. The trebles usually go flying in when you're on a bogey.
86. Come your car, 56.
So Osborne returning for 56 to square the game up at one apiece. It's double top. And we're back level, 1-1.
Third leg Darren to throw first. Game on. $60. $99. $53. $100. $60. $82.
Good find with the last dart from Osborne. Let's turn the throw.
83.
So now in command of this leg. He'd love a 180 here. Not going to be.
100.
Nice last dart over the top.
$85. Coming your
That
car,
last dart also from
120.
Webster leaves him on a finish. Will he get there? Osborne, Shanghai on the 20s. Not to be this time.
60. Down in your car, 160.
This is a mighty arse to hold throw.
80. Coming your
A
car,
little
60.
excited with the last dart, I think, Henry.
He did. And so Osborne returning for 60 to go 2 and up and to get a break in hand. Double top.
Getting shot in the third leg, Colin Osborne.
Well, he's 50% on his doubles in this game, Colin Osborne. 2 from 4, and he leads
Fourth leg,
2-1.
Colin to throw first. Game on.
So this is game 3 of 10 that we're transmissioning our pictures to you here on the
80.
Pluto TV network of channels. Coming up
81.
after this, we're going to be watching Mr. and Mrs. International Pairs. Then Modus Moments, Team Ireland. And then Darts,
85.
Women's Week 5, Group C, Day 2.
$140.
Who would you like to see at the next pairs, Scott? World pairs, of course.
59. $60.
Well, of late, we've seen a bit of a boom of darts in Turkey, haven't we?
Yes.
With the females, with the ladies, we've got some young ladies playing excellently well, winning the Dutch Open. Maybe a team from Turkey would be
36.
very good to see here. Another nation we haven't seen.
I'll tell you what, I want to throw a curveball here. Forget international pairs.
60.
What about international pairs next gen? So one-off week where it's 12 nations, but the players have to be aged between 16 and 21.
$171. Daniel
Yeah,
Carr,
why not?
160.
Because actually,
45.
you can add some
Daniel
different
Carr,
nations.
70.
You've got Mongolia, who've got some excellent young players right now. As you mentioned, Turkey's having a bit of a boom. Marco Meyer was telling me as well about a couple of nations in Asia that are really having a boom in the youth side of the sport. Double top for Osborne to lead 3-1.
Colin Osborne.
I suppose really the only place where we don't see many youngsters
Fifth leg
develop
Darren
from is
through
probably the
first.
Scandinavian region. I know you've got Victor Tingstrom and
Game
he's
on.
doing some great stuff, and Anton Ersland, but they're a little bit older. We haven't really seen that, I suppose, that teenage prodigy that we've seen in other places
55.
like Belgium, Germany, Holland, UK.
I think that's the trend, though, Henry, at the moment, is doing everything for the younger players. Let's think about the older guys.
We haven't got all week.
180.
Osborne piling in a max. So you're thinking seniors pairs?
Yeah, why not?
100.
Why not? We don't have the World Seniors Tour anymore. I think the sort of seniors pairs where you've got to at least played over 56 caps for your country. So say somebody on 57 would be ideal for it.
100.
You'd be the only player eligible and you still lose.
You're probably right.
180.
Well, he's on a pre-bogey number, Webster, so even a maximum doesn't leave himself on an out. Osborne potentially 6 starts away from winning this match.
I've got the shirts, you know what I mean? They're redundant. I'm just about to put them in a box in the loft, but yeah, I could get them back out if needed.
60.
Available at all good skips.
$134. Colin Carr, 161.
Well, Webster's left himself on 32 to reduce the gap to 3-2. Unless Osborne can find a match winning 161. Can't be done now. So Webster will have a look at this double 16 to half the gap.
105. Daniel Carr, 32. Gage on the fifth leg, Darren Webster.
Hold a throw for Webster.
Sixth leg, Colin to throw first. Game on.
Osborne 5 points higher in the averages than Webster. When you get to the ripe old age of these two, you don't worry about averages. You worry about
85.
winning and competing and making sure you're doing all you can to make sure your opponent is not having an easy time of it. Webster pops in his second 180 of the match. There's been 3 in total, 2 to Webster, 1 to Osborne.
Well, he's had 5 maxis tonight down Webster, but scores for show, doubles for dough.
45.
4. 4 is all we're going to get.
100.
Yeah, touch unlucky. Niall did that in the week, and I had to ask him if his middle name was Henry. Henry, or just Jinx.
55.
Well, just think, Scott, right? You've had enough dealing with me for what? 3.5, nearly 4 years now? He's had to deal with me for a decade.
100.
Hence, he doesn't work alongside you, which I see he's now back in Manchester, and I'm stuck here with you.
He couldn't get on that car ride back quick enough.
80.
Webster 121
Daniel Carr,
to
121.
take us all the way. 2 for 2 in terms of his doubling in this game. Joel 7 leads double top. Almost 3
101.
from 3. He gave that every chance.
He almost jumped to that finish, didn't he? Talking of jumping to the finish, on this day in history in 1988, Eddie the Eagle made his debut at the Winter Olympics.
60. Daniel Carr, 20.
The plasterer finished dead last.
Gage on the sixth leg, Darren Webster.
but became a national hero.
So the final leg, Durham to throw first. Game on.
Well, 3-3 between Webster and Osborne. Where's Webster
100.
with the darts in this last leg decider?
The question is, who's going to be the eagle and soar high in this match?
13 darter to get Darren back on terms.
He's definitely getting back into it, isn't he?
60.
And he's opened up the door here, Colin Osborne, for his opponent. Troublous, Webster with that ton. If he could find another one,
60.
he would have put himself in a half-decent position, but that's interceptable. 2 trebles. Osborne has the advantage in this last leg. 2 trebles he's unable to find.
58.
No trebles he's able to find with any of his first 6 darts. So Darren Webster here has all sorts of luxury when it comes to time.
60. 99. 59.
So Osborne sort of overturned the throw here, providing he can find Saint half decent. 140 leaves him on a finish. 140 found.
Yeah, really good visit there from Osborne. But Webster under. He can't stay there. He's got to go to 18s. Realised at the
52.
last minute. Picked up a 12 as a lucky
44.
miss. Leaves himself on the big fish. I'll tell you what, I've been at a couple of fishing competitions, celebrity fishing competitions with Webster. So I know he can fish. Can he fish big enough, though? Here in the live lounge.
96.
Well,
WK
Darren.
170.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you catch a big fish alive? No. And so Osborne
45.
returns
WK 48.
for 48 to complete the 4-3 victory. Well, you could tell that he is not a happy chappy. He's played 2 of the first 3 games. He could be about to lose 2 of the first 3 games.
32.
However, he's been given a glimmer.
WK 125.
What's that, he says?
Yeah, but for me, he should have gone treble 18.
65.
Single 18 would have left him a
16.
chance at 107. Played a smart money. The dart's back in the pocket again.
$12.
No, they're back 8.
WK 60.
20. Would have left double 20. Only... Oh, wow. Incredible. He has to go for the madhouse. And it's obscured. And it's
He's showing
obscured.
the match,
And that's in. And that's a win. In the most crazy of circumstances for Darren Webster. He has beaten Colin Osborne by 4 legs to 3. But my goodness me, did he do it the dramatic way. It keeps him in with a floating chance. He's 4 points above Osborne and Whidmayer now. Coming up after the break, one of Wobby Martin and Jamie Owens will qualify through to tomorrow night's final. But who will it be? Join us on the other side of these commercial messages. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series. Before the breakdown, Webster got the better of Colin Osborne by 4 legs to 3. Match number 4 is a meeting between Robbie Martin and Jamie Owens. The winner of this match will qualify through to tomorrow night's final, though realistically, I think both players will be playing tomorrow night. In fact, I'm that convinced both players will play tomorrow night. I'm going to strike this deal with you, Scott. If the loser of this game does not qualify for Saturday night, I will present tomorrow night's programme in fancy dress. And I'm going to allow you, Scott Mitchell, to pick a fancy dress that's broadcast friendly.
I may have to consult some of my friends on this one. I would have said we'd put you in here as Mrs. Brown's boys,
First
but we
leg,
had
Robbie
that
to throw
last
first.
weekend
Game on.
here in the evening. People are starting to come in fancy dress on the Saturday night. It's nice to see.
I'll tell you what, you mentioned Eddie the Eagle Edwards. If the
57.
loser of this game does not qualify, I will dress up tomorrow night as Eddie the Eagle Edwards, live on air. I just need to find all the regalia that comes with it.
I think that's
57.
great. That's a good idea. I'll hold you to that if one of these don't qualify. But like you say, can't see it not happening.
93.
And that's mainly because not just the points total they got, but also you look at the legs difference in comparison. Robbie Martin's on plus 12 legs difference. Jamie Owens is on plus 8. Then the 3 players below him on -7, -4, -9. So not just they need to pick up points, but they need to overhaul a round's worth of legs difference deficit. And in the case of Dan Webster, he's already played 6 matches as Martin finds the game's first maxi. Swiftly followed by
140.
Jamie Owens' first 140 of the game.
$97.
Well, he's himself on 74 after 12. Decent first leg this from Roberto.
100. Robbie Carr,
Back in the
74.
80s, there was a company in Dorset called Max Factor, a big cosmetics brand, and they used to have bags with "Just Call Me Maxi" on it.
44. Jimmy Carr, 132.
Time for some champagne, perhaps. Are we popping? Are we fizzing? We're not bubbling.
60.
And so
Robbie
Martin
Carr, 30.
back for double 15 to take the opening leg. Oh, that's awkward. He can see next to none of that. Oh, my goodness. Has he smothered away
Being
through?
shown the
Yes, he
first
has.
leg, Robbie Martin.
Now, we couldn't see the angle. It was
Second
quite
leg,
close
Jamie
to the
throw
first dart,
Game
but
on.
it's just snuck in the bottom wire towards the bottom left-hand corner. He can't quite believe that he finds himself 1-0 up, Robbie Martin, but 1-0 to the good he is.
60.
Yeah, very much so. Now, last couple of games yesterday, Jamie Owens played at a slightly different pace, and he kept a rhythm up. Whereas we see Jamie a lot
100.
of times throw one dart, step back, have a wander, throw another one, have a little cuss to himself, and then go again. I think since
85.
the game yesterday, he's been throwing at a better pace, a better rhythm for himself, and he's been scoring really well.
81.
And we had a chat with him earlier this evening, and he thinks about the way he plays a lot, looks and watches stuff back, and maybe he's watched stuff back and decided that this is
134.
the rhythm for him. Seems a success for me.
$100.
Picks off the 25,
105.
smart play that. The 105 leads himself 117. It means that a treble leads himself a dart at the outer ring as opposed to a potential dart at the bullseye.
60. Jamie
Not a
Carr,
finish, but Owens,
117.
as I mentioned, just one big treble needed for a look at the outer ring. That has to be with dart 2. And so Martin here is looking at 160 to go 2-0 to the good.
57. Robbie Carr, 160.
Not to beat, and so Owens will return for this 60 to take us back
89.
to an equalising
Jamie Carr,
point.
60.
For equity. Double 10, clean bed.
Getting shot in the
Found.
second leg, Jamie Owens.
And we're back on terms. Martin 1, Owens 1.
Third leg, Robbie to throw first. Game on. $100. $57. $57. $180.
Well, that's a bit more like it. Maximus Decimus.
Yeah, good pressure on the Martin throw, and here comes Martin straight back at him.
$180.
Let's just keep on that camera shot. Just keep on the camera shot.
$180.
3
Robbie
180s
Carr,
in free
164.
scoring turns. And it is free scoring to the extreme from this pair. Just when it felt like this game was just hitting a little bit of a
48.
low
Jamie
point,
Carr, 84.
it is suddenly sprung back into life. 14. Level. Le Bosch.
Getting shot on the third leg,
That's
Jamie
a
Owens.
12 darter for Jamie Owens.
Fourth leg, Jamie to throw first. Game on.
12 dart breaker throw. Owens hits the front, 2 away from Saturday. This is insane.
180.
Scoring from the gods from the pair. 5th 180, and we're only at the beginning of leg 4. The record for most of the match here is 9. Little Gillihan, Gelden Hoist Finn.
100. $100.
When Owens plays the better players, he definitely concentrates more. You don't see the shenanigans where he gets upset with himself.
44.
And when he's not doing that, he definitely plays better.
$123.
Well, Owens has dragged his average now to an excess of 101. He said to us earlier on this evening, didn't he? All he cared about was getting those 2
Jamie Carr,
wins.
98.
If he takes out this 98, and he should do with the wiggle room he's got in this leg, he will find himself in a position where he can bolt the
58.
door shut and open the door to tomorrow night.
$78. Jamie Carr, 40.
Well, it's a 12 in the previous leg.
No score.
But he can get it done in 18.
$59. Jamie Carr, 40.
So double top for Jamie Owens. He's one away.
Leg, Jamie Owens.
He is one away.
Fifth leg, Robbie
Top
to throw
corner.
first. Game on.
To open up a 3-1 lead, and now to win a solitary leg, a singular leg of Saturday night qualification.
Remember the head-to-head, they're 2 apiece. They played each other 4 times already this week. 2 to Martin, 2 to Owens.
A winner.
128.
The winner of this game will qualify through because they're beyond 10 points. The rule of Group B is if everybody's picked up a win, 10 points will always be enough to qualify yourself through to Saturday evening. Which means, as a consequence, Jamie Owens is 373 points away in this leg from making it through. But it
60.
looks like he may have to do this job on throw because Martin, with the darts in his hand, is making decent headroom here.
$39.
Well, only a max does damage for Owens here.
41.
He'll want to turn here and turn the corner. That dart is way low. Just starting to drop them though, and you do that when you're not
93.
quite being so confident, but nice last from Martin. Gets the 3 off as well. Should Owens go a little bit crazy mad here and leave himself a finish, which he's not going to do.
90.
Martins can go the 18s route here.
50.
So he leaves himself on tops. Owens back on 175. He'll try and hit something big here to put the pressure on Robbie Martin. At the moment, he can't achieve that.
67. Robbie Carr, 40.
To prolong this contest and to potentially prolong Jamie Owens' agony. It's double 5. 1 left.
35.
Not found, and this is qualification point for J-Lo. 108 to seal a 4-1 win, which will send him through to tomorrow night's finale. He's taken this out already this week. Can he take it out again to qualify? Chest comes out.
76. Robbie Carr, 5.
But a puff of the cheek tells you that he is just wide of the target he wanted. And he's going to have to do it on throw. Robbie Martin wants to get that because it was dangling in the target. Owens forced to serve it out.
Even Hinksey found that funny, the way that he ran up there, tried to get his hand on it before it fell out. But Hinksey wasn't being as quick to spot it. But when he finally spotted it, Robbie Martin dragged him out a bit quick before it fell out.
128.
Rules are you have to retrieve the dart for it to count. And the ref has to call it. Then you can retrieve it, and it has to stay in the board.
Because we have seen incidents in the past where game shots been called and it shouldn't have been called.
Oh, all these refs are hot on it now.
134.
There are all these TikToks telling you how you should be reffing.
$57.
Not a lot between them in the scoring power pack there, is there? And there's the 5-180 showing up, plain as day.
We should do some commentary TikTok, Scott.
123.
Should do what the guys on the skateboarding at the Olympics are doing, have some little doodlies of our names in the corner of the commentary box.
And wear like wacky hats with fur on the inside.
58.
To keep us warm
16.
in here at Portsmouth with the air conditioning.
For qualification, has to stay there. Trevor these tops. Trevor not got. 78 remaining. Trevor 18 leaves double 12 after
92.
12 when he comes back.
3 double treble visits for Jamie Owens and a single treble visit with
180.
92.
Jimmy Carr,
Has
24.
found him on 24. Big stuff from Martin, 6th 180 of the match. But is it too late?
Yes, it is, because J-Lo's into Saturday night. He said right from the very outset that all he wanted were those 2 wins that would guarantee his qualification, and those 2 wins he has got. He's beaten Robbie Martin by 4 legs to 2. For Martins, he's still got it in his own hands. 1 win from the last 2, he'll be in. But Jamie Owens safely through with a 4-2 win over Robbie Martin. Hello again, everyone. We're at the back of the auditorium here at the Modus Live Lounge in Portsmouth, and we're watching Game 5 of the night. And it is a meeting between Colin Osborne and Jim Whidmayer. And before the break, we saw Jamie Owens qualify through with a 4-2 win over Robbie Martin, average of 94.63. Really good performance, that. 3 180s, 4 from 9 on his doubles. For Robbie Martin, he's just going to have to put the champagne on ice.
First leg, Colin did through first.
Still got it in his hands.
Game on.
Any win from his final 2 games will be good enough to send him through. Game number 5, the middle match of the session. A meeting between Colin Osborne and Jim Whidmayer. as far as their nights are
81.
concerned this evening. Colin lost out 4-3 to Darren Webster, missed 7 darts and a double in that contest. For Jim, he lost 4-2 to
85.
Robbie Martin. So both players looking to get their first victories under their belts tonight. Not really too much to separate the players' performances in that opening game
123.
of the evening.
$60. $83. $96. $174.
Osborne's left tops after 12 in this opening leg. Really good
55.
setup turn
Coming
there.
the car, 40.
174. Potential 13 darter. Real quick
Gage on the
start from
first
the
leg,
Wizards.
Colin Osborne.
Wizardry in motion. 13 darter. Osborne 1 up.
Second leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, good stuff from Osborne.
$100.
You feel Osborne probably needs a win
100.
here against Jimmy Whidmayer to go level on points with Darren Webster. Have already played twice this evening.
100.
This would be Osborne's second match. He would catch up on 6 points with Darren Webster. The downside for Osborne, his last 2 games, he takes on
97.
Jamie Owens, and then his last game of the night, Robbie Martin. Webster also has Robbie Martin and Jim
95.
Whidmayer. So that third spot could be hotly contested over the next hour and a half or so.
140. $140. Coming the car, 164.
164 for Colin Osborne to double his lead to 2-0. The original Wizard.
$100. Jimmy Carr, 66.
66 the route for Jim Whidmayer to level up one of. He's going to look down. And he's going to look at double 18. 2 9s.
Game shot on
Real
the
good
second leg.
composure
Jim
there. Under
Whidmayer.
pressure. We're level at 1-1.
Yeah, did really well, didn't he? The American
Colin to throw first. Game on.
had his Captain America shirt on last night. Tonight, playing it down a little bit.
He's planning on playing on the CDC
100.
circuit this year. Going to play some WDF stuff as well. He's heading over to Maine for a WDF tournament in a few weeks' time. So possibly qualification to the
99.
Lakeside may be one of the priorities for Whidmayer in 2026. A return to a place which he made his name around about the same time you were making your name there, Scott.
100.
Played in some World Trophies, played in some World Masters. He's had a real established and flourishing career, has Jim Whidmayer.
Yeah, Jimmy was a regular
140.
attender to Europe and England, trying to get qualifying spots and pick up a few points. The WDF is kind of starting to take off out in America. There's a few more WDF tournaments you're seeing alongside
One of
CDC
them,
stuff.
80.
And it's good to see. I know that the WDF insisted on there were markers because you usually self-mark in America on
98.
your
Coming to the car,
matches. You don't have a
121.
designated marker. But it's part of the WDF rules that you have a designated marker for their tournament. So the rules were different for their tournament out in Vegas. They had to provide markers in the way that they do around the rest of the world.
164.
And it went down quite a hit in America. So it was a big change.
Maybe that's another tournament I might play pairs in. I might just take the whole of January off next year to play pairs tournaments around the world.
86.
Probably have the
Coming to
most
car,
viewers to
40.
Pluto TV we ever had. If you're not on.
And they wouldn't have to mute the commentary either. Double top for Osborne. 2 10s.
Getting shot on the
Foul,
third leg,
14
Colin
dart. This
Osborne.
is a really good performance from Colin Osborne. Average here of 110.
Fourth leg Jim to through first.
14
Game
darter
on.
there to go 2-1 to the good off the back of an opening leg 13.
Jimmy Witt's not throwing too bad at a 93 either. He's found his way here.
81.
Tell you what, I've got a good idea here. What about a presenters and commentators tag team match?
100.
So me and you.
Oh,
Up
why have you picked me? Because I'm not huge.
No, because I reckon we'd make a good pairing.
Yeah, we probably would.
60.
And probably no one else would play with me.
Well, I haven't said yes yet, have I? You're just assuming.
And I assumed wrong. Very, very wrong.
I'm considering my options.
100.
I mean, the options are me, Noel McCorn, Chris Murphy, and Sam Mulliner. It's a really exhaustive list, that. Exhaustive list.
134.
Sam can actually play.
I've already picked. I'm going to play alongside Richie Burnett Speaker. He's going to be my partner. Or she. Don't know which it is.
58.
Well, with my 6 darts and 226, level up at 2-2. I'm going to give one of those doubles events a try. That's going to be the 2027
125.
target.
Good on you. I think it would be good to see you there. Won't be there long. Unless I like value for money to minutes that you play. Probably
85.
work out quite
Jimmy Carr,
expensive.
101.
That'll probably well end up being on the floor, marking after it's done.
Yeah, but you'd be good at it.
43. Colin your car, 158.
Osborne 158. Another. Gets it, double 19.
120.
Oh, whistled the
Jimmy
wire.
Carr, 58.
Didn't it just? I think the wizard thought that was in. He
38.
gets back.
Colin
He
Carr,
didn't think he was
38.
going to get back. Did Osborne there? This is for a big breaker throw.
$25. Jimmy Carr, 20.
So Whidmayer looks at 210s to level up at 2-2. Double 5.
Getting shot on the fourth leg, Jim
Double
Whidmayer.
5 doesn't put the fear into Whidmayer. 2-2.
Fifth leg, Colin
Two
to
indeed,
first.
and
Game
Osborne
on.
a little bit angry with himself there.
$60.
Well, both players looking to really
30.
put their finger on the pulse here. The winner would move on to 4 points, a couple off Darren Webster. Looking to push the demolition button in their final couple of matches.
41. $58. 60. $140.
Yeah, good visit from Jimmy Wid. Alex Small has just messaged me. He said he'll play pairs with me. He's just got to get himself a commentary job now
55.
so that he qualifies.
So I've got no pairs partner.
To be fair, because Alex Small's Welsh, I don't understand him either,
97.
and I don't understand you, so it'd be just the same, really.
I did ask a former professional tonight about inquiries of playing pairs with me. They basically laughed it off.
140.
They blocked your number, did they?
$136. Colin McCarr, 145.
145 for Osborne. If he doesn't get, Whidmeyer's back for tops for the break. Treble 15. Well, red treble 19, double 14. Interesting. 66 remaining.
Yeah, and I like that play as well. I do like that play because
133. Jim McCarr, 40.
good stuff from Oz.
Well, double 10 and a huge dart.
Composes himself and hits
Game
it.
shot on the fifth leg, Jim Whidmayer.
Jimmy Wid goes 3-2 to the
Six
good.
leg,
It's a
Jim
breaker
to throw
throw.
first.
And now we'll be throwing for the match.
Game on.
Well, Jim Whidmeyer here has an average 11 points below that of Colin Osborne. Doubling exactly the same, 33% apiece. But it is
100.
the American who leads by 3 legs to 2. And Osborne will probably think if he loses this game playing the way he has, it's probably systemic of
41.
the week that he's had, where even his best performances seem to not be good enough. And actually, if he loses this game, Osborne would find himself rooted to the bottom
43.
of the table. And it's a long, long way back for him from there, because Whidmeyer and Webster still got to play one another. So he need Whidmeyer to beat Webster,
140.
for them both to be on 6, and Osborne's going to have to win his last 2 to get on to 6 and hope that somewhere in amongst that quagmire of chaos,
45.
his legs difference can meet up. However, there is a positive. He does have the best leg difference out of the 3.
140.
Osborne will keep battling. There's no two ways about that.
82.
So Osborne 180.
100.
Tunley's himself on a 2 darter to break back and to take us all the way. Probably, if you watch the game as a whole, it's probably a fair reflection of it that we're going the distance.
140.
Whidmeyer has left himself on a 2 darter, but Osborne should get at least a dart to take us the full 7 legs. Single 20 leaves double 20. And double 20 it is.
Game shot
Tops
on the
is
6th leg,
there.
Colin Osborne.
Osborne takes us all the way. The 3 legs he's won in this game have all been in 5
final leg,
visits.
Colin to throw first.
13,
Game
14, 15. And he has the throw here in the decider to move on to 4 points and to get on the coattails of Darren Webster. And if he was to win this game, Colin
140.
Osborne, Jim Whidmeyer would be his best friend, because he could do with Jim doing him a favour by beating Darren Webster in their
47.
meeting later on in the night.
100.
Osborne just shy of 200 in front.
76.
Jim Wood is going to need double treble visits to catch up, but he doesn't want a treble 5 to be one of those two. Aussie's now heading to the sunset. Good stuff from Osborne.
140.
So 1-2-1 to wrap up
45.
a
Calling your car,
4-3 win.
121.
Doesn't have to go trouble 17 ball. Has a look at Whidmayer's score. It sees he's all the way back on 3-3-3. There's no way he's going trouble 17 ball. Because the ball leaves 51.
81.
That leaves tops. And he's on a double after 4 visits, not for the first time in this game.
No, he's been superb this game. That's on a 99
81.
average.
Calling your car, 40.
Double top to close this out. Keeps Osborne in the hunt.
Game shot in the match, Colin Osborne.
Game shot in the match to Colin Osborne. He stays in the hunt, trying to chase down Darren Webster. Third spot in the group, which see him go through the Saturday night's final. Really impressive there, 97.66, 40% on the doubles. Good stuff from him. We head into a short break, and on our return, Darren Webster will be taking on Robbie Martin.
So we're at the halfway point of our night here in Group B, and we know that Jamie Owens has qualified through to tomorrow night's final. That's because he got the better of Robbie Martin in Game 4 before the break. Colin Osborne strengthened his hand in terms of qualifying for 4-3 win over Jim Whidmayer. And so this is how the table looks. At the top of the pile, Jamie Owens, the now qualified Jamie Owens. Robbie Martin needs just one win to guarantee of his place through, and he can do so by dusting up Darren Webster in Game 6 of our session. And this could be a rather lively affair between these two. Darren, who so far tonight has played played one. Oh my goodness. He's played 2, won 1, lost 1. He lost 4-1 to Jamie Owens in his opening match and then beat Colin Osborne 4-3 in his second.
First leg, Darren, you're through
As
first.
for Robbie Martin,
Game on.
he's also won 1, lost 1. Beat Jim Whidmayer by 4 legs to 2, and he lost 4-2 to Jamie Owens in his second match. So Webster and Martin, they are
140.
jousting it out in Game 6 of our night. And as I say, a win for Robbie Martin will be good enough to progress him into Saturday night.
140. $85. $58. $41.
I maybe should have started down there on
61.
303 Robbie Martin. And if he'd have hit a treble, he'd have stayed there again and hit 133, leave 170.
121. $84. Down in the car, 114.
Can't shoot out now, Webster.
26. Robbie car, 158.
2 treble 20s for double 19. There's the first. Dart's perfect. Hit it, hit it. Oh, he hit it and got a deflection the other side.
98. Down in the car,
They're on
88.
60, so Webster should get a go at something if he can hit big singles. It's 2 at double 14. Double 7.
81. Robbie car, 60.
Goes a begging. Martin with 60. 20 for tops. It's all about making sure of the 20.
Gage
Goes
on the
past
first
that
leg,
second,
Robbie
that
Martin.
first dart with the second. Lovely.
Second leg, Robbie to
Robbie
throw
Martin
first.
breaks
Game
through.
on.
Well, to get through at this attempt, Robbie Martin has to break the thrower down Webster at some point. He's got it right from the very start. It's his second opportunity of making it through. And what he doesn't want to
96.
do is need a third bite of the cherry to progress through to Saturday night, because all of a sudden that will become squeaky for him.
95.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It will.
$57.
Webster's main rival for the spot.
100.
It's Colin Osborne, and Colin has 2 tough games to go. He has Jamie Owens next in match 7 after
55.
this match. And then in match 9, he has Robbie Martin. So 2 really tough games
139.
for the Wizard. After this one, Webster has 1 match left. That's game 8 against Jim Whidmayer.
134. Daniel Carr, 167.
Because Martin's left 159, Webster's got 6 on this 167 to
60.
break back, but only a 60, so the damage may not be irreparable here for Martin.
$119. Daniel Carr,
Left
107.
himself tops. Webster, well, he's not been able to make any kind of gain from the miscalculation from Robbie Martin
67.
there, and so
Robbie Carr,
tops
40.
required to put him 2-0 to the good and to put him 2 away from
Finish on the
qualification
second
through
leg,
to
Robbie
tomorrow night's
Martin.
final. 2 from 2 on the doubles, 2-0 Robbie Martin,
Third leg,
and
Lawrence
2
is through
away
first.
from
Game on.
tomorrow night.
Yeah, Robbie on a good solid 91 average again.
60.
So impressive, and one of those players who is just getting better and better and better with all these experiences
60.
that he's getting for himself. He's not being given them, he's having to win them, he's having to qualify for them. And you have to say,
85.
he's taking these chances and opportunities with both hands.
Well, we recorded a VT tonight on Tyler Thorpe prior to the session getting underway.
57.
And we were talking about the opportunities that are in hand for young players in this sport. However, Robbie Martin's also shown exactly what the ADC system's all about,
100.
because at his stage in life, he's still got the chance to live the dream, to play in front of the big cameras, to play in front of the big stages, in front of big crowds and big events. He's played at the recent ADC Global Championship for the
64.
first time. Qualifying through the system, impressing through the system, and now he's getting to live the dream.
Yep, totally agree.
82.
Put in the work, you reap the rewards.
But it's Webster who
58.
has the better of this leg. 6 darts on 174 to reduce the gap back down to 2-1.
41.
Only 41 though for the Demolition Man.
Yeah, offering up a real opportunity here for Robbie to catch back. 98, we'll leave him 164.
138.
138.
Daniel Carr, 133.
We'll leave him 124.
Game shot
Nice
of
stuff
third
from
leg,
Webster to
Karen
get his first leg on the board, a 133.
Fourth leg, Robbie to throw first.
Fist pump
Game
there
on.
from Robbie Martin, appreciating what a good shot it is.
Well, that is the first ton topper of the night. The 133 of Dan Webster. Gives him a move back
49.
into the game, but he's still going to have to find that break back at some point if he's to overhaul this 2-leg deficit.
70.
Well, he went down 4-zip in this fixture last night, and now he's got a leg on the board. That's not going to happen again. But sometimes all you're doing is poking the hornet's nest.
180.
That is Robbie Martin. Pops up with yet another
43.
180. That's his 5th of the evening.
$100.
Well, he's in full command of this leg. Robbie Martin, 9 darts thrown close to an out.
140.
Webster, the 140, just kind of keeps himself on the periphery in this leg, but to all intents and purposes, Martin should get the job done and put himself one away for a place through
100.
to tomorrow night's final. He's left himself on 72 after 12 to move himself 3-1 to the good, to move himself one away from qualification.
96.
Webster picks off the
Robbie
trouble
Carr,
he needed to
72.
leave himself on a finish, but Martin is going to get 2 darts in hand, a double 12. Now double 6. Finds
on the
it and
fourth
finds
leg, Robbie
himself
Martin.
to within a solitary leg of qualification
Fifth leg,
through
Lawrence is through
to
first.
tomorrow
Game
night's
on.
final. It's Webster 1, Martin 3, and it is the man in purple that's a leg away from
100.
qualifying through.
Yeah, playing really well. Robbie Martin.
91.
We have to say that Jamie Owens was exceptional again earlier
85.
against him, as he was yesterday in Group B. Can't really argue with that when somebody's playing so well. What you can do is put the best game you've got on the day in that moment up against it and hope you get opportunities. He got a few, but they were
81.
few and far between. He's making hay while sun shines here. As we know, Webster doesn't go away.
97.
Needed to hit the treble there.
$65.
25
Robbie
pounds to
O'Carroll,
leave himself on the
136.
biggest finish of the lot, but it may be an irrelevance because Robbie Martin was looking at the 136 to have cancelled out the 133 of Webster, and it would have sent him through, but the big
96.
19
Robbie
leaves himself on tops
170.
if this does not go. Webster's not going to take out the big fish. And so Robbie
105.
Martin here is looking
Robbie
at double
O'Carroll,
top
40.
to progress through to tomorrow night's final. Beautiful guide. Open target, double 10.
30.
3
Daniel
qualifying
Carr,
darts
65.
are come and gone. It's Tots of Webster.
25.
He's missed a
Robbie
dart
O'Carroll,
to
10.
keep himself in it, and so Martin returns. Double 5 to
Game
fire
shoulder match,
himself
Robbie Martin.
into Saturday night. Robbie Martin beats the Demolition Man by 4 legs to 1 to qualify for tomorrow night's final, but probably more pertinently than that, down Webster, he's still on 6 points, but he knows that he has got Colin Osborne breathing down his neck. And Aussie's solitary win last night came against Jamie Owens. They even knew rivalries after the break. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, where before the break, Robbie Martin got the better of Darren Webster by 4 legs to 1. That's qualified him through, and it also means I don't have to dress up as Eddie the Eagle Edwards tomorrow. That's the most important bit of news. Game 7 is a meeting between Jamie Owens and Colin Osborne. It is a Teesside toss-up here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. For Jamie Owens, he knows he's through. Colin Osborne can leapfrog Darren Webster into 3rd place in the league standings with a victory in this contest. He would then need to hope that Jim Whidmayer does him a favour in the next. And then, as we head to the tail of the night, Darren Webster will take on Jamie Owens in the final game of the evening. So this is game 7 of the night. Sorry, tell a lie, I've got my program mixed up. So Whidmayer takes on Webster, as I say, and then at the end of the night, Whidmayer does take on Jamie Owens. So that's the situation there. Well, these two completing their final practice darts before we get this contest underway.
First leg, Colin to throw first. Game on.
And it's going to be Osborne who has the darts in this contest. Who's going to win this all Teesside dust up on the Live
60.
Lounge stage? So let's have a look at the meeting last night then. It was a game which was won by Colin Osborne by 4 legs to 2. Averaged in excess of 90 in that game.
86.
90.03. Was 4 from 5 on the doubles. But the moment that really changed the whole course and complexion of the contest was a 1-2-9 checkout to give Osborne the initiative to find the break
100.
he needed to get to win the contest. And it just felt like from that point onwards, Jamie Owens was forever chasing the game and was unable to get himself back into the contest
81.
in due course and due time. Not that scuppered or derailed his progress through. If anything, it might have been the wake-up call he needed.
55.
As to Colin Osborne, it is a case of now or never. Has to at least win one of the last 2. Preferably all 2.
41.
Or even both. A bit of a flyer there, the second
85.
one. So you can see there's a certain amount of nerves in this one.
139. $105. Jamie Carr, 154.
154 for Jamie Owens. It's not on the cards now. And so Osborne back for
98.
96
Colin Carr,
to
96.
take out the opening leg of the contest. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Game shown
Oi,
the
oi,
first leg,
oi.
Colin
There
Osborne.
goes the 96. The Wizard one up.
Second
Yeah,
leg,
nicely
Jamie to throw
done
first.
by
Game
Colin.
on.
Knows what he needs from his last 2 games. Not always easy to get it, and he's playing against the top 2 of the group.
100. $100.
Good stuff again from Owens, and I spoke in his last game about that rhythm, about the way that he picks that dart up and throws the 3. I really like what he's doing there.
85.
When he gets annoyed and frustrated with himself, he doesn't readjust quite so well. It's not a fast pace that he throws with,
57.
but it's a nice pace that he's able to adjust with.
Well, Max was the only way that Osborne could leave the finish, and
64.
he's found 3 in a bed there as Owens looking for 2 trebles, but unable to locate the second of which.
92. Colin Carwood and 36.
So 136 for Osborne to break the throw and to go 2-0 to the good. So Owens will get a chance here at 72
58.
to square the game up at 1 apiece. 2 12s. That tended to be a very handy
60.
guide for Jamie Owens, but he's unable to find on that
78.
occasion.
$58.
Oh, top's not found. The wizard
Jimmy
drops
Carr,
low.
12.
And so Owens here, looking to go straight down the pipe on double 6.
Game shot on the second
There it
leg,
is.
Jimmy Owens.
Yeah, nicely done again from Owens.
Third leg, Colin to throw first. Game on.
Both legs gone with throw here.
$83. $45.
We spoke earlier, Henry, about the way that Colin Osborne plays. He does play the player. And if you do an 85, he'll do an 86 to beat you. And if you do a
81.
93, he'll do a 95 to beat you. He seems to go up and down, doesn't he, with the standard of the player that he's playing and whatever they're doing.
Very much an old school match player is Colin Osborne, but Jamie Owens is proving to be quite the match here. That's his second 180, averaging just a shade under 95, 2.5 legs into this contest.
139.
And there we go. He responds immediately to that 180 from Owens. Puts himself back 80 in front and puts the
58.
pressure back on Owens to hit a treble. And on this occasion, he doesn't. It's very well put, Henry. He is a proper match player.
98.
Was it Cliff Thornburn in snooker that was nicknamed the Grinder? Because he'd do whatever he needed to do to get what he needs out of the situation. And do you know what? I think sometimes there's negative connotations that come to those kind of qualities. But they're qualities for a reason.
28.
Yeah, they are.
Colin
They're
McCall,
a
100.
grinding quality, whether it's a really high quality match or whether it's not such a good quality match. It's still a grinding quality.
80.
Well, that would have been quality full stop.
Yeah, really surprised he went that direction with the treble 20 open. And knowing that he likes double 10, I
60.
was quite surprised,
Colin
but
20.
he has ended up back at double 10. So no harm done.
Game shot on the third
There we
leg,
go.
Colin
It's in the
Osborne.
bottom corner, but in is in. The whole reg segment is
Fourth
double
leg, Jamie
10.
to throw first. Game on.
Bottom corner, top corner, it matters not. 2-1 up, Osborne.
Well, that first start was begging for a bedfellow.
121.
But a clip between the two means that it's only going to be a 2 treble turn.
Yeah, for me, Owens shouldn't worry about a deflection like that. There's not a lot you can do about it. It shouldn't be one that grates you and
59.
grinds you. Yeah, when you're behind and it happens, it is a little bit frustrating.
58. $60. $140.
That third dart, when two's going in the treble bed, is getting very, very close between those two darts, which is actually why he's hitting more 140s or 121s or things along them lines.
135.
Well, we know he changed the length of stem part the way through the week and found more success with it. And he has got better as the week has gone on. More consistent. I'm not saying
86.
as in average-wise higher or anything like that. But he's sort of dragged his game in, hasn't he? He was doing 77s and 78s. Well, that's kind of disappeared. He's now doing 84s to 91s.
100.
Pretty consistently as Owens.
Contemplating options here. Osborne's on 147. I went across for the treble 12 there.
67 left. Nicely found with
56.
the last.
Colin your car 147.
Well, Colin Osborne is handy with a cue in hand. Can he pocket the 147? He's hit the black with the first. He needed the red. Foul and a miss.
100. Jimmy car 40.
And so Owens on tops for 2-2. In off. No, just low. He's not been able to follow that dart when looking at tops. But he's been able to find that with some success tonight. And Paul Nicholson, when he sat in this chair, and literally the chair I'm sat in, we'll talk about primary, secondary and tertiary doubles. Well, that secondary double 10 is doing him the world of good tonight. Osborne, remember, needs the points. Level at 2-2. Needs to win 2 of the last 3. Kicks off Max.
$128. $100. $96. $54.
So Osborne's left himself on a finish. 167 after just 3 visits to the board. What could Owens make by way of response? Well, that's the 5th 180 of the game. 3rd for Jamie Owens. Leads himself on a 2-darter. And he's threatening that breaker throw he needs. And he's going to get a look at the 97. And all of a sudden, Colin Osborne's got a few
83.
problems to think about.
97.
Did really well there with that last start to find a treble. Owens now 97, 2 at tops. You wouldn't have bet against a breaker throw here, would you? That's perfect, surely.
57.
That's unfortunate and that's unlucky.
84.
Really nicely thrown dart, just a touch unlucky.
So 84 for Osborne to go 1 away. It's double 12. Big dart. And a big hit.
On the 5th
And you'd
leg,
expect nothing less from that man.
6 leg
3-2 to the good.
First.
He is hanging in there. Jamie Owens is throwing absolutely everything at Colin Osborne, but the Wizard is just about keeping his neck above water.
You'd nearly say he's playing it like a match play game, wouldn't you? Doing what he needs to do. Brilliant stuff there from Jamie Owens. 93 average for Osborne, 93 for Owens. Cannot separate these two.
95.
Let me put into your head a fear and say to me whether you agree with it or not. Jamie Owens will enjoy this type of contest because to him it doesn't matter if Osborne's through or not. That's irrelevant to him. He's into
42.
Saturday night. Will he enjoy the fact that in the last couple of days, or shall I say the last couple of games, he's being tested so when it comes to tomorrow night, he will still feel sharp?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think there's no two ways about that.
81.
You don't want to be going through and limping through and wondering where the good game is. You want to be going out of the group, knowing your good game's there. You've used it. You've used your A game. It
40.
turned up for you. So there's no reason why it won't turn up for you on the Saturday night. Saturday night, finals night, does have a feel, even though it's 3 to a little group and there's 2 groups, still has a knockout feel.
45.
Feels like a knockout. The 2 group games to get to the semi-finals. It really is. You cannot start slowly. You cannot let the moment of being in a Saturday night knockout
99.
grab you. You have to own it.
Is it destined that this game goes all the way to a 7th and deciding leg?
95.
Jamie Owens has got 6 on this 140 to ensure that fact.
Yeah, 105 left, so
55.
just stay there, which is what he's done. Osborne needs minimum requirement of a ton for me, and he hasn't stayed straight, so now needs trebles. Look at his arm coming over, slightly
41.
different than before, a little bit more
85.
adrenaline, hence the dart going above the treble. Owens has hit the treble 15 and leave double top.
Six leg Jamie
It's a
Owens.
ping shot. And he
So the
is
final
now
leg Collingwood through first. Game on.
3 apiece. Osborne has the advantage of throw. Henry needs to take advantage of it as well, doesn't he?
100%. This is an opportunity. Wins
100.
this, he goes above down Webster. He's forcing the issue of the Demolition Man. Loses it, he's in a spot of bother. Yes, I know the legs difference is slightly better for Colin. I get that. I understand that. But Dan
44.
Webster's playing a man who's only won 1 game in this group next. And Colin's last match is against Robbie Martin, a similar type tussle.
60.
This leg just feels key for the Wizard.
$100.
Good stuff from Owens, just keeps pace with Osborne. And Osborne continues to find. He knows that got a bit
99.
congested up there. Looking for a treble 20, so came back down to the 19s.
$97.
So Osborne here, 6 starts from 242, and he has to make the most of each and every single one of them.
99.
Well, you would feel that the more trebles he could have hit then, the easier it would make life later towards the end of the leg. Owens needing a treble here to leave himself a shot.
60.
Goes in the
Colin
gap.
Yukar,
So
143.
6 from here for Osborne.
$66 left.
$95.
Needs himself on 48 to win the match. Owens can do nothing by way of response.
And hasn't hit a big treble, so needs one with this last dart
81.
just to keep
Calling the
Osborne
final
honest.
48.
He's done that, left 119, but Osborne it is for 48. Double top for the win.
Game shown
It's
the
a
match. Colin Osborne.
good leg of dart. 17 dart holder throw for Osborne. It's a 4-3 win. Beating one of those guys that's been top of the table the whole time. Osborne over the moon with that. 89.89 average, 4 from 7 on the doubling. That was the secret for me. We head into a short break, and when we come back, Jim Whidmayer takes on Darren Webster.
Welcome back to the Modus Super Series there. Before the break, Colin Osborne got the better of Jamie Owens by 4 legs to 3. Game number 8 of the night is between Jim Whidmayer and Darren Webster. Right, time for some permutations, permutation fans, because come the end of this particular contest between Jim Whidmayer and Darren Webster, the loser will be eliminated from the qualification race. Currently, both players are still able to qualify.
First leg, Jim to throw first.
Now, Jim Whidmeyer's hopes,
Game on.
well, they are rather skinny. They revolve around 3 results going his way. Dan Webster still playing his last game. If he can win, he'll move on to 8, and then you'd have to hope that Robbie Martin does him a favour against Colin Osborne. Now, Whidmayer needs to win here against Webster. A Martin win against Osborne. And then a Whidmayer win against Owens in the last. And you'd have to hope that the legs difference
26.
between those 3 matches correlate in his favour. It's a tall order, but still a possibility.
45. $60.
Jim Whidmayer, I've always noticed in all the time that I've known him, when he throws a dart into a
81.
board, it stays thrown. It goes in with a thud. Really quick hand speed when it leaves the shoulder, and it's
89.
I wonder if anybody's ever used
60.
a speed gun to try and get the speed of the dart between the player and the board. Because if they have, I'm sure that Jimmy would
45.
be one of the
Daniel Carr, 141.
fastest darts in the world, I would have thought.
81.
That might be a Tyler Ford
Jimmy Carr,
question to ask.
141.
The science man. 126 left here for Whidmayer. Webster will return for 60. He will
55.
return
Daniel Carr, 60.
with an opportunity to break the throw, to put himself one up.
20.
It don't go.
Jimmy Carr, 86.
2 break opportunities have come and gone. Whidmayer may just get one dart the bull, but it's a dart nonetheless. The treble's the bonus. Double 7. Finds double 7.
Jim Whidmayer.
And he has just nicked that leg from the grasp of Dan
Second leg
Webster.
down,
There's
we'll
2
do
and a
first.
double to
Game
break. Whidmayer one up.
One of them, 40. $53.
The question is, will Osborne be watching this result in the back room, or will he be practicing for his last
43.
game, which is a tough one against Robbie Martin?
Knowing Colin like I do, I think he'll have a little glance
100.
over, but he'll more than focus on the job he's going to have, because ultimately the destiny of
One of them,
proceedings
40.
is in his hands because of the legs difference. Even if Dan Webster wins this game, he beats Robbie Martin, he's in because of the legs difference.
96.
You make it sound very easy to beat Robbie Martin.
94.
Only a few have achieved that feat this week, and they've had to throw some tidy darts.
41. Daniel Carr, 84. $68.
Well, Webster had a dart there at double 8 to level up a 1 apiece. The dart comes and goes.
47. Daniel Carr, 16.
And so he gets 3 more to square the game up. Now double 4.
Game
Double
shot the
4
second
found.
leg, Darren Webster.
We're back on terms, 1-1.
Third leg, Jim to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, Jim needed to be out in 15 darts there. 17 dart holder throw
97.
from Webster in that 6 visit bracket.
180.
Here comes
140.
Mayer again. Really good response.
83. 28. 58. 60. 64.
Webster 116 to break the flow and go 2-1-2 the good.
58. Daniel Carr 116. 42. Jimmy Carr 118. 78. Daniel Carr 74.
So 74 for Webster. Treble 14 leads double 16. And those
58.
two misses allows Whidmayer
Jimmy
back
Carr,
at
40.
tops.
Getting shot on the third leg, Jim Whidmayer.
Whidmayer makes no mistake. Leads this game 2-1.
Fourth leg, Darren to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, crept into the 7 visit
85.
section there. 20 dart leg. Webster got a couple of darts, didn't he, at double 16 and had a chance.
100. 137.
Missing darts to break is more frustrating than anything because it then plays on your mind in the next leg, and
83.
before you know it, you then get broken. It's so frustrating. The mind games that go along with our beloved game, and
59.
they go hand in hand. No matter what level you're playing, it still feels the same.
100.
Well, that's been in my experience anyway.
$100.
Good find with the last there to leave himself on the Shanghai shot.
$81. Daniel Carr 120.
Ladder time for the Demolition Man. Can he scoop one over the top? No, he can't. And so Whidmayer.
60. Jimmy Carr
It's
137.
a big shout, but a shout nonetheless to put himself one away. Treble 19 found. Does he go for the treble or Tots? Goes Tots. Finds the first. Finds that
James Shaw, the
second.
fourth leg, Jim
And that
Whidmayer.
may well be a hammer blow to the Demolition Man. That was
Fifth leg, Jim
wonderful
to
for
throw
Jim
first.
Whidmayer.
Game
He's hit his opponent where it hurts. He leads 3-1, has the darts to win this match and to keep his hopes alive.
Yeah,
100.
great stuff there from Jimmy Wid.
$40. $58. 60.
In New York, it's 25-8 in the evening. So where Jimmy used
100.
to live, they're watching a bit of early evening entertainment if they're watching the darts on Pluto TV.
47.
Some tea time tungsten.
$100.
And by the way, it's cross midnight, so happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
60. Jimmy Carr 143.
Whidmayer 143. Can't be done now. He's got 6 to win this match.
59.
For Dan Webster, this is it. This is his last game. Defeat would spell the end of his return.
44. Jim Ricard,
And it looks like that return is going to come to a very premature close in a couple of moments. The 1-3-7 was a sucker punch for Webster.
52.
Whidmayer's Mr. Match Derby is going to be back for 3 more.
$60. Jim Ricard, 32. Getting shown the
It's a lovely 32 from Jim Whidmayer and a 4-1 win against Darren Webster. He's still in the hunt, is Jimmy Whid, giving himself a chance. Webster disappointed with his performance, exit stage left. We head into a short break, and when we return, it's Robbie Martin taking on Colin Osborne.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Spivey Man. Harry Wall main-tuned in this opening leg. Double 16 for 101 checkouts to get himself up and running. Takes out. Well, there
is no problems here for Robert Thornton.
Because Graham Hall has a dart at double 16 to become the tour champion.
Breakneck start to this. Double 18 is found for 1-2-1. Brilliant from Justin Smith.
Looks at 17s to add another box office finish to his tally.
So, when we return on Monday morning, we're going to be watching Graham Hall, the Tour champion, back in action. Andy Bartons, the former Lakeside Champione of the world, is going to be here. Jiri Usa of Finland will make his debut alongside Butch Devine of the Republic of Ireland. Spivey Man is back in Group B alongside Kevin Burness and Mike Warburton. Alex Williams, fresh off the back of a Lakeside debut, is in Group C alongside Harry Ward and Phil Johnson-Hale. We'll be watching all of the darts from 9:30 on Monday morning, and Johnson-Hale himself is making a debut at the Live Lounge. Well, let's enjoy two more games, shall we? And we're going to see Robbie Martin and Colin Osborne go toe-to-toe here. If Colin Osborne can get a trifecta of legs here, he will qualify through to tomorrow night's finale. 3 is the magic number. 3 is the legs required for Osborne to join Martin, Owens, Lonsdale, Coleman and Coulson into Saturday night's finale at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. Can he do it? It's the question I'm going to ask Scott Mitchell alongside me here in the commentary box.
Game on.
It is a big ask, but we do know
39.
that he does play the player. So if Robbie does go off and start playing well, expect Osborne to go with him.
$100.
So let's delve into some permutations then, into the final
99.
couple of games of the night. Osborne with 2 legs will require Owens to win a leg against Whidmayer. Osborne with 1 leg would mean Owens needs 2 against Whidmayer. And Osborne losing to Neil means he qualifies if Owen wins 3 legs against Whidmayer.
137.
If Osborne was not able to get the 3 required against Whidmayer in this tungsten tussle.
140. $60. $120. $100. Robbie your car, 103.
103 for Martin. He's going to go 11 here to leave double 16.
71.
Doesn't go. Osborne to get 1 of 3 required.
Yeah, opportunity for a break. Looks like he goes treble 20. 4 for tops. Double top to break throw and a 104.
64. Robbie your car, 32.
So 32 for Roberto
Into the
Martino
first leg, Robbie Martin.
to lead this game 1-0.
Second leg, Colin to third first. Game on. $140. 100. $60. $97. $85. $134.
Two nice trebles there from Martin. Just gets him to a finish first. Another treble 20
$140.
for Osborne.
Robbie Car,
Puts him sitting pretty. Unless Martin can go treble 20, treble 20. There's one. Oh, just bounces off. Nicely thrown dart.
100.
Didn't quite
Robbie
find
Car,
its
76.
required location. Osborne, where's he going? Goes for 20s, and that's always the risk going that direction. Recovers nicely.
44.
And would have been
Robbie
even
Car,
nicer
70.
if he'd have hit the 32 for him and the Osborne fans. Double 8. Double 4.
Game shot on the second leg.
Nicely
Robbie
done
Martin.
again by Robbie Martin.
Third leg, Robbie to throw first. Game on.
2 for 4 on the finish in, running a 96 average here. Very nice indeed. Osborne, none from 2 on the outer ring, but also still
93.
running a 93 average, so can't really have time to hit the brakes and look over your shoulder because Osborne will be driving by.
100.
Now it becomes precarious for the Wizard. Then he really will be hoping and praying in the last.
58.
I was talking to Robbie earlier and he said because the vaults had started this week and he'd been here all week, he feels that he's
22.
been a little bit left behind. So next week it will be vault after vault. Already entered a few.
Now,
94.
in terms of the group, any win for Robbie Martin will see him win it, because a win would see him on plus 14 legs difference with 12 points in hand. Jamie Owens can also get to 12 points, but the best he can do
58.
in terms of legs difference of 4-0 win would be plus 13.
$58.
And if we're going to be honest, if we're looking at this game now, it feels like Robbie Martin may well be on the cusp of winning it by a scoreline. It's not as if Osborne's played poorly. It's not as if he's run out of gas at the end of the night. But Robbie Martin's playing one of those streamlined Robbie Martin matches that we've become so
114.
accustomed to seeing from him.
$58. $76. Robbie Car, 140.
So 140 for 3-0. 3 was the magic number Osborne needed. But with a double 10, Robbie Martin's going to get there
Robbie
first.
Martin.
And he's on the cusp of a big win,
Fourth
which
leg,
is seen
Colin
to
to throw
secure the
first.
group.
Game on.
And it would put Colin Osborne in tungsten purgatory in Pompey.
140.
He would have to watch on, hopeful. Hopeful that
57.
his fellow T-sider Jamie Owens could do him a favour in the final game of the night against Jim Whidmayer.
$83. $100. $112.
Yeah, this is good battling qualities from Osborne. He does leave himself on a bogey. But with Rob Martin back on 3-4-4, there'll be no real damage
100.
done.
$58.
Well, 58 leads him on 108. 140 here for Martin to make this leg rather interesting. And that first dart is sat invitingly. Oh, that's a max.
140. Calling your car 108.
Maybe not. 88 left. He's going to persevere. There was a slight temptation at looking at 48 to
60. Robbie your car 104.
potentially leave himself on double top. Right, it's not going to take out the 104. Osborne, even if he don't win this game, we don't get the free legs. If he could just nick
Calling
one
your
here,
car 48.
it means that he gives himself a bit more rope in that last game should he need it.
Getting shown the fourth leg.
He's one step closer. It means that Jim Whidmayer has to do a bit more if it finishes 4-1.
Robbie to throw first. Game on. $134. $135.
Mark's Mob will be here tomorrow night. That is
58.
for sure. The La Viola of darts will be here on Saturday night. If you scan that QR code, it takes you to a website called dartshop.tv. And you can be here as well. I don't know if... Do you know if Sam Molyneux's coming tomorrow night?
97.
I've got no idea, actually. He hasn't sent me a message to say that he is. I'm sure he'll be watching via
96.
his Stream Now Pay Never app, which is Pluto TV.
I'm sure if I told him there was a quiz nearby, he'd turn up.
He enjoys his quizzes, doesn't he,
100.
when he's down here?
Calling
Does he
your car
ever?
170.
And fairly good at them as well. But this has got to be perfect for Osborne. And he ain't going to take out the 170. And he's going to have to be hopeful here that Martin
100.
cannot take
Calling
out
your car
the
112.
112 to win the group. And to keep Colin Osborne on his coattails. There's to see
Getting
what's
shown
going to
the
happen in the
Martin.
final match. Robbie Martin's won Group B. And he's done so with 2 ton plus checkouts in the final match. The 140 really put him on top. The 112 was the icing on top of the cake. That's the tail of the tape. A 93.61 out for Robbie Martin. Colin Osborne didn't play poorly, but he's going to have to wait for his fate to be sealed. Robbie Martin, a 4-1 winner of this one. Jamie Owens and Jim Whidmayer will culminate the night's action next. Final match of the night, final match of Group B is a meeting between Jamie Owens and Jim Whidmayer. The American needs to win this match 4-1 or 4-0 to progress. If Jamie Owens gets to 2 legs in this contest, then Colin Osborne will confirm of his place through to tomorrow night's final. The final spot through, the final one of the 6. We only know that Robbie Martin's there. Of course, Jamie Owens is there. Derek Coulson's there. Ashley Coleman's there. And Tom Lonsdale too. But
First leg, Jamie to through first.
It's going to be
Game on.
number 6. The final number, the final compliment to the finals night field. Colin Osborne can do no more. All he can do is sit in the practice room and hope and pray and await his fate as this Anglo-American clash gets underway.
75. One of them, 40.
I thought Owens was going to hit a 180 there. Had he done, that would have been his 31st 180 of the week.
125.
Head and shoulders above everybody else. The next closest is Robbie Martin with 23.
95.
Usually at about 4 a week when I'm here. Hearts are too fat, see, they can't go alongside one another.
46. Jamie Carr, 138.
138 for Owens. He's got plenty of time from here.
58.
One thing I think Jamie's done really well in this group, and particularly at points tonight, has been setting his stall out rather quickly.
60.
Getting off to quick starts,
Jamie
which has
O'Carr, 80.
constantly left the opposition chasing. He's left himself an 80 after 12 on the throw. But my goodness me, is this precarious. Doesn't have to go. Could play this safe. Dips
60.
it low. Will come back for tens.
$95. Jamie Carr, 20.
So double 10 for Jamie Owens to take the front. J-Lo is in the lead. It means that one more leg will qualify Colin Osborne through to tomorrow night's final.
$100.
If Jim Whidmayer doesn't make it, he'll probably look back at those first couple of games last night where he was very new to it and looked a little rusty. Looked a little bit of a rabbit in the headlight. There is the number 31. It's 31st 180 of the week for Jamie Owens.
59.
He may be looking back.
Well, Colin Osborne, we've been told, has left the building. He does not want to know anymore. He's gone to one of Portsmouth's finest food establishments.
60.
And we'll find out on his telephone as to whether he's made it through or not. Osborne, of course, a former Champions League runner-up. If he's going to make it back to the big dance, he's going to rely on favours.
136.
Danny Lelby.
98. Jimmy Carr, 146. $86. Jimmy Carr, 86.
So 86 to put Osborne through.
70.
Outside, inside. Whidmayer gets one last life. One last reprieve. If this doesn't go, his chances probably get dashed.
20.
And it's an opportunity
Jimmy
that's passed him
16.
by. So Jamie Owens here to send Colin Osborne through. And to send Jim Whidmayer packing. Well, that now confirms that Colin Osborne is the final player to qualify through to tomorrow night's final. Jim Whidmayer's gone. Osborne's in. Owens 2-0 to the good in this match.
100.
Well, Maxi for Whidmayer. He's not going to go down without a fight, even if the fight's going to be in vain.
180.
Yeah, great response from Owens.
$97.
I ask you, Henry, do you think Jamie Owens leaves this building this week? No matter what happens tomorrow, a better player than when he walked in on Monday morning?
140.
I think he's a player, and look, we've been privy to conversation with Jamie earlier on this evening. I think he's a player that's certainly going through a bit of a transition. He's working on certain different types of equipment, trying to work on certain things that are going to work for him. Whether he'll come out a better player, I'm not sure whether that's the right line to go down. But I think he'll certainly be somebody as he looks at double 13 and gets double 13. That's a 12 darter. I certainly think he's going to be a player that comes out of this with a lot of knowledge as to where his game is at. We're still at the beginning of the season. We're only in the middle of February. There's a lot of darts to play. I think off the back of this, he'll have information as to where he currently is at, where the setup's at, where his game's at. And I think that's a very useful position to be in. Knowledge is power.
I think it is, but
140.
for me, I just think he's a more rounded player than when he walked in on Monday. I had my doubts about him. We saw him Monday and Tuesday, and he was having fits and starts game. One game he looked at absolute world beater and unbelievable, and then the next game he would look like he couldn't beat anybody in the world. It was all a problem. It was all frustrating, and
121.
And I had a conversation with him on Wednesday morning when he arrived, and he said, I watched some of the stuff back, and I think you might be a little... I've listened to what you've said, and I do berate myself a little bit too hard at times, and I do overemphasise on it. And you mentioned that the next 6 darts then becomes difficult, and I just think from Wednesday on, he's kind of been a better player. But the one thing with this game that I can tell you, no matter how good you are, no matter what you win, you never get to own the game. The game always owns you.
Game shown the 4th leg, Jim Whidmayer.
Whidmayer gets one back. Owens will have to serve it out. And the other thing Jamie Owens says as well, and I mean this as a positive, is every time you kind of ask a question of him, or every single time you make a comment or an observation, he'll always have an answer, and a constructive answer to whatever you say to him, or whatever you think as an observation in terms of his game. And that's actually a positive thing. That's not in an arrogant way. He'll just, if you say something, he'll explain as to why at the moment he's thinking this way, why the setup might be this way, or the way he approaches things is this way. Pars in a max, and he's close to the finishing line here. First time we saw him here, and he'll be the first to admit this, he was a very raw player. Coming out of non-league football, he knew he was good, but maybe needed a bit of match craft, bit of ring craft to kind of see where he's at. He's been in now for the best part of 18 months, and he's become a quality operator. He's qualified for a global championship. He's qualified for a Champions League. And I think now our expectation is, as he becomes a bit more of a regular here, is to do better things in the game, to be more consistent. He's certainly showing hallmarks of that.
Yeah, I think I agree.
80.
I think off the back of what he's doing this week, when he comes back, he's always going to be in the top 2 or 3 of a favourite for the group. Whether he wins this week or not from here, the numbers that he's been doing, the double stats, it's all going in the right direction for me.
It's only 6 left. Fat 16 leads double top. Now he's on the cusp of winning this game. Well, Jim Whidmayer's debut is going to end in a few moments' time, you It's been great to see him here. But Jamie Owens, he isn't going to top the group, but he's going to lay down a statement ahead of tomorrow night's final. He beats Jim Whidmayer by 4 legs to 1 to finish off the night's action here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth. Owens 4, Whidmayer 1. Coming up after the break, studio analysis with Robbie Martin. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, where in Group B, Robbie Martin was the man to beat. He pinned this 112 checkout to get the better of Colin Osborne, and he'd only dropped 2 games throughout the entirety of that group. So he is into Saturday night's final as the winner of Group B. He joins myself and Scott here in the studio. Robbie, many congratulations. It's been a hard week's work, but I imagine a good week's work for yourself.
It's been absolutely brilliant. I've loved it from day one. it's been phenomenal. Just everything. It's just been great.
It's felt like at various points of the week, every single facet is clicked. One day it's perhaps been the scoring. Last night in particular, it was the finishing. It's all really beginning to knit together, isn't it?
Well, yeah, when you play for nearly like a week continuously, it's it kind of happens. But yeah, it's in different stages. Different things have been clicking, but as the week's gone on, it's coming together quite nicely.
So from Group A to Group B, you must have been really pleased with the way things went. Was the transition quite smooth for yourself from the first group through to the second? Yeah,
to be fair, I didn't really know what to expect because it's my first time in a Group A and to work down. But yeah, it's been okay. I mean, for me, it's just playing darts. It doesn't matter if it's early morning, late at night. It's, just get in there and do what I've got to do, and here we are.
You know him very well, Scott. What have you seen this week that you were particularly pleased with?
I think he's grown into the week. It would have been really easy to get disappointed to be a leg or two away in Group A. He hasn't worried about that. He's then come into this Group B and said, I'm kind of going to dominate that and I'm going to win that instead. So that's the bit that I'm really pleased with most. It could have been the disappointment that the fact that he's not gone through and had a couple of days off. He played the Whidmayer, the ADC Whidmayer Tour as well last weekend. It has been day after day after day for him. And you've got to be keen, you've got to really enjoy it, and you've got to really want it, and he showed all that this week.
Is that the basis again this year, the Whidmayer Tour? So you saw you playing the Tour Championship finals, you saw you at the Global Championship as a result of what you did in that tour last year. Is that one of the priorities this year in a darting sense?
Yeah, I mean, I went to Q School, and then the first Challenge Tour, I missed out on my tour card. I know it was leg difference to a lot of people. For me, it was one game. You know, I was 5-1 up and lost 6-5, and if I had won that game, I would have been on the tour now. So now I'll just focus back on the ADC stuff, and then hopefully come back here a few more times and do another year of progressing. Hopefully getting a little bit more consistency in, and then go again.
Because me and Scott actually mentioned on commentary, we speak a lot about young players and what there is in the youth system, but actually for somebody like yourself at the stage of career that you're at, the ADC's given you an opportunity which a few years ago probably wasn't out there for somebody like yourself.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, it was just purely county and Super League, you know, and now the youngsters have got so much that we never had. But yeah, just to be able to now be a part of that. I mean, I've played darts for 28 years, and it's only really in the last 10 months since the ADC and everything that's come about is pushed me to you know what, just to go for it and see how we get on, and here I am now.
Me and Scott made a lot of comments and observations, as we do in the commentary box, about yourself. Where would you say you're at in comparison to the player that we first saw here in that first Group C to the one that we're seeing now that we look at and think is a genuine contender to win weeks?
When I first come here, obviously I took the 2 days because I'd made it to the Global, so I didn't know what this would be like. So I thought I'd take the 2 days. And then my consistency was, on a good day, might have been 95, 96, but on a bad day, it could be 65, 67, to now where really I think I'm now sort of around that 89, 90 plus. The consistency's gone through the roof now. It's really good, and I feel a lot more better in myself. The belief is so much better as well. Everything's just changed for that.
You make a 93 to 95 average look so simple. It looks so easy, and you're still up there shaking your head because you know there's more in there. And for me, that's a sign of somebody right on their game, you know. And you look so relaxed while you're doing it. It doesn't look an effort. It's brilliant to watch, and I like to see any player playing like that, where the game just doesn't look an effort. You're just going through the motions, and you're looking at it and you're hitting it, and it's a lovely place to be. And you've got to enjoy it while it's there. There's no two ways about it. And while you're enjoying it and playing like that, the others realise you're playing like that. They're watching you and seeing how confident you are every time you put your foot to the hockey. So you do strike fear into your opponents if you play that way.
So moving into tomorrow night's final then, obviously you've had a taste of what it's like in front of people here a couple of times before. Does it feel a bit different this time? Because I get the sense this is maybe the first time we've seen you here in this setting on a Saturday night where maybe there's a little bit of expectation on your shoulders. Is that a fair assessment to make?
Yeah, I would say so. After being here a few times, I think people, when you've been here once or twice, people then start to think, well, actually, he's getting here, so now he's going to do this, he's going to do that. So yeah, the expectation, I guess, is obviously always a little bit more mountain every time that it comes to it. But just to make it for me, that's enough.
We'll have another chat with you in just a second, Robbie. Me and Scott are going to round up everything else that we've seen, because Robbie was joined alongside Jamie Owens and in the end Colin Osborne in the final game of the session through to Saturday's final. And we said at the beginning of the programme, Scott, Robbie and Jamie just kind of fell to level above the rest of the field, and that continuated tonight.
Yeah, very much so. I think the first couple of games yesterday, the 3 guys that were already here that hadn't played all week looked a little bit rusty, and the 2 guys took advantage of that and got themselves in front of them, and they were kind of never headed after that. So I think they felt that they probably had the advantage of Group A and a few games under their belt.
So Jamie Owens through. We've spoken about how well he's played at points this week. What about Colin Osborne? Will he feel as if he's absolutely squeezed the lemon for all it's worth?
I think he probably has, and we know that he has the experience. He's been on big stages in big competitions. He knows that anything that's now gone on before is gone. Those results are all gone now. He's now to the Saturday night on the big stages and the big moments. That's what he enjoys. So he'll just be happy to be in the room on Saturday night. It's been a really, really tough week. Some good players have missed out this week, so he'll be just pleased to be in the show.
Right, let's have a look at the tournament bracket. This is how it looks going into tomorrow night's final. Derek Coulson winning Group A on Wednesday afternoon. Robbie Martin, Jamie Owens and Colin Osborne through Group B. Ashley Coleman and Tom Lonsdale coming through Group C. So let's have a look and see how it all breaks down into tomorrow night's finals, because Group 1 sees Derek Coulson, Jamie Owens and Tom Lonsdale going head-to-head, whilst Robbie Martin is alongside Ashley Coleman and Colin Osborne. Unfair to ask you, Robbie, so I'll go to you, Scott. Out of those 2 groups, which one on paper looks the most difficult? Group 1's kind of springs to mind for me.
If you were asking me, which one would I rather be in, I would say Group 2 right now. I would fancy Group 2. That would be the one for me. Ashley's playing well, yeah. Colin's sneaked his way in, so that would be the one that I'd prefer to be in. And I'm sure that you looking at it, you don't have to comment because the guys are still here, but I would be happiest with Group B.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all you needed to know. But for yourself tomorrow, first of all, how many of the Marks Mob are going to be here?
Unsure. It is Valentine's Day after all, and we also have Super League down in Dorset, so I don't know. I know that there has already been a few tickets purchased. I don't know. Off the top of my head, probably about 10, maybe 15.
Well, you make that sound as if it's nothing. That's actually a fair few. It's actually bigger than some of the crowds we get here on a Saturday.
Can I ask you something? Are you frightened of spiders?
Absolutely, yeah. Why?
Yeah, I mentioned last night, I thought, he's a big lump, he ain't frightened of spiders.
No.
And then your dad messaged me.
Yeah, no.
Steve said, no, he don't like spiders, boy. So I had to mention him tonight. And yeah, hi Steve, if you're watching.
He's actually chased me up the road in my boxers. I'm not even joking.
With a spider?
No, he didn't even have it in my hand. I was only young. I thought he killed it. No, he didn't. He left it in the room and pretended he had it in his hand and chased me up the road in my pants. Yeah.
Perfect.
Torture at his best.
Oh, well, that's why he mentioned it to me then. Yeah, I didn't realise it was such a tough subject.
I start sweating out, I freeze, that's it, I'm done.
Oh, good lad.
Yeah.
Thank God we're about to go off air. Scott, just a final comment on tomorrow night in the field we got ahead.
I think it's a really interesting field. I think we've probably got the right ones that have played this week. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be exciting from game 1. Coulson comes back into the room. Really tough to be playing that first game as well. And he has the dart. So we'll find out what he's got tomorrow and how the 2 days have helped him.
Scott, thank you. Robbie, many congratulations. I'll see you tomorrow night. Plenty coming up then across Pluto TV. Coming up next, it is Mr. and Mrs., which features Jimmy Van Schie and Danny Van Tripe. Goodness gracious me. Right, the Champions Talk is back tomorrow morning. That features Jeff Smith. He picked up the Super Series 11 title. That was back in August. He actually beat certain Jimmy Van Schie in the final of that. So we'll be hearing from him. He'll be talking about that success. He'll be talking about Lakeside. So he'll be talking about PDC. You name it, he'll be talking about it. So Robbie Martin is into tomorrow night's final. We're going to be live with you from 7:30 p.m. to see how he gets on, to see who's going to be the 4th player through to Champions Week when it comes to the middle of April. And Harry Ward, he's going to be returning on Monday morning as part of the Week 5 programme of players. 9:30 we get our coverage underway. We're going to see the return of Robert Thornton. We're going to see a first look here since 2023 of the former Lakeside champion, Andy Barton's. Looking forward to seeing him back in action. And we're also going to see the Tour champion, Graham Hall, too. That's it from us. We shall see you tomorrow night from 7:30 to see who the 4th player through to Champions Week is going to be. Robbie Martin, Jamie Owens and Colin Osborne won their way through Group B. We shall see you tomorrow night. Take care. Bye-bye for now.
The new Modus Super Series champion.
Oh my word!
It's another incredible moment tonight. Jeff Smith.
It's matched out.
5-star performer, and the bullseye is hit.
It's Johnny Magnus.
You will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have
Graham
one dart.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And your Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the 2nd time. Adam Kaplas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He is 2 darts away
Jeff requires 86.
from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts!